What's up, guys? So today we're gonna do lab 2 Scrabble. This lab will be very helpful for you to do both scissor and substitution. Will make your life much easier. So if you wanna get tips to become a developer without a degree, check the description below. We got you covered, so let's get started. So Scrabble, you guys know this problem. So we'll have two players, player 1 and player 2. Player 1 will write a certain word, player 2 will a string, let's use the term, and player 2 will write science, and whoever gets the most points wins Scrabble. So how that works is that each letter has a particular point. So A will have 1, B will have 3, C will have 3, so on and so forth. These will be all stored in an array, and our goal is basically to loop through each letter that was written by the user on the terminal, compute the total amount of scores that person got, compare the scores of both player 1 and 2, and then display whoever won the game. One thing to be aware of is that maybe you have non-alphanumeric values, for example, alpha values. So comma, exclamation marks, numbers, they are not gonna get computed in our total score. So we need a way to basically loop through each character, check if it's not alphanumeric, just part of the alphabet. Maybe there is a function for that, and there is. If it is alpha, we want to look at this array and add the points to a total score variable. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here. So let's actually take a look at the problem. So let's go to lab 2. If you wanna take a look at lab 1, I have a video here on the channel as well. So this is the boilerplate code that was given to us. So basically what we have here, you don't actually have A written in the array, that's not possible, but basically there is a mapping. So the first value, it corresponds to A, the second value corresponds to B. So a key aspect of solving the problem is knowing how far our current letter is from A. So if I want to know the index of L into the array, I have to know how far L is from uppercase A. So this will be a key aspect both for this lab and for the problem sets. So this boilerplate code comes with the array, this function signature definition, and then main will go up to line 19. The rest was code that I wrote. So basically player 1, player 2 will be asked for inputs, and then we're gonna call compute score. So how to solve this problem? Like I said, we're gonna call compute score. The first step is to iterate over the word that was passed as an argument. So we can use a function called strlen. If you remember from the lecture, that function gives you the number of characters in that string. To have that function available, you have to import string.h. To know more about that, you can Google string.h CS50, and this website CS50 manual pages is really helpful to get you familiar with useful functions that will make your life easier. So let's actually take a look at strlen. And then you can look at the documentation. It's always, they give you examples, so it's really helpful. You can try the examples on your CS50 ID, but basically loops through the string. And then we also have this really useful function called isAlpha. So isAlpha returns true if the current character is alpha and false otherwise. So that's helpful because, like I said, we don't want to compute the commas, the exclamation marks, the question marks. So this if statement will make sure we only take into account into our sum points letters that actually are uppercase. So we also need a variable that keeps track of our total amount of points, and we're basically adding the points to that variable. So this is the key of the problem. So basically it's for the